We begin tonight with the story of two young Canadian men and their path to terrorism overseas. The two men, both in their early 20s, grew up in London, Ontario. What's hard to comprehend is what in this comfortable middle-class community could possibly have led them to the desert of Algeria, waging jihad with a notorious al-Qaeda-linked warlord, and then dying along with dozens of innocent civilians in an attack on an Algerian gas plant. Our coverage begins with our senior investigative correspondent, Jennifer TRYON, who is in London tonight. Jen?
DAWNA, Global News has confirmed that two men from London, Ontario were found among the dead in January's terrorist attack in Algeria. Sources say not as the victims, but as the terrorists themselves. The Algerian government was quick to point the finger at Canada after a terror attack that killed 39 foreign workers at a gas plant in the Algerian desert and another 29 militants. But for 2 months, Canada has been silent. But now the bodies of 22-year-old Christos Kasarubas and 24-year-old Ali Medlej, high school friends from London, Ontario, have reportedly been found among the dead in Algeria. Their presence could confirm the Algerian allegations. But how could anyone who grew up here, in this quiet, tight-knit London neighborhood, end up here among the ranks of Islamic extremists?
It was extremely surprising that these individuals, alleged individuals, came from this community.
Little is known about Medlej, apart from his friendship with Kasarubas.
My son.
Oh, it's your grandson?
Yeah.
His grandson, Chris Katsarubas, was from a Greek Orthodox family. He reportedly converted to Islam and became obsessed. Do you know what happened to him?
Yeah.
His parents were divorced. His grandfather, frail and with limited English, said he heard about his grandson from the boy's father, and his family is in grief. Are you sad? But he was also confused, many wondering how a boy raised in the Greek Orthodox community suddenly converts to Islam. Muslim leaders in London today spoke out, saying they've never heard of the duo, that they didn't pray among their followers.
Coming to the mosque is like going to the park. It's so open. It's like you can see people coming in and out all the time.
They said if Medlej and Kasarubas were recruited and converted, it didn't happen in their mosque, not even in London, but instead online.
Well, the fact that they were from London, I'm not trying to downplay that fact, but I'm saying it has no bearing whatsoever on what happened.
The RCMP and CSIS haven't confirmed the two were part of anything. And we've been told this is not how the RCMP wanted this investigation to unfold, that in fact there may be more suspects from right here in London that now may be tipped off that the feds are onto them. DAWNA.
All right, Jen TRYON in London, Ontario. Thanks.